Hello everyone, my name is JJ Walia and I'm from AIM Consulting. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to change the x-axis within a Power BI report. Specifically, if you have edit rights when you have a report shared to you, and when you don't have edit rights, how to still change the x-axis report dynamically without impacting the underlying report. So going with the first option, um, most cases, if you have a report shared to you, you won't have edit rights. But let's imagine you did. And how to do that through edit rights. Well, you would see two aspects here. You have visualization panel, which allows you to change anything within the visual or formatting. And then you have this fields panel, which allows you to access the full data set and the exact columns and values within that data set. So right now we have quantity sold by gender that's already built here in this report in a bar chart. And I'm going to show you how to change that real quick through the x-axis. Just remove gender. As you can see now, it's just quantity sold total by nothing right now. And then we're going to just say education. We're going to drag and drop it into x-axis. And now it gives me quantity sold by education in my x-axis. This is great. Again, if you have edit rights. Key point here is also that when you do have edit rights to a shared report, it's going to make you save the changes you made. So it went from gender to education. So that's going to change the report. It's going to save it now to education. So if anybody else was looking forward to getting that report by gender, they're going to say, hey, what happened? And they may come to you about it. So that's the reason why edit rights is usually not assigned to every user. In most cases, it's like one or two that have edit rights, and then the rest of the users usually a report shared to between 10 to 100 people, or sometimes more, depending on your company size. But most majority, 90-95%, get only view mode access, which means you don't have the right to change anything within the report. So how do you overcome that limitation? Imagine you're a user and you have this report shared to you, and you see education or gender, and you like that insight, but specifically for your business case, you were looking forward to seeing quantity sold by a different attribute. And how can you do that dynamically without impacting the original report? So I'm going to show you how. So in view only mode, you will be not seeing two different panels here. There's visualization panel and the fields panel, again, which I explained earlier. I'm going to quickly hide that just to show you. This is what you get. So how to change that and how to overcome that limitation, basically what we need to do is come up with a strategy to how to dynamically change the x-axis on the fly. So what I created was this dynamic axis table, and I dynamically pulled every column in my dim client table, which I was using earlier when I was doing the edit mode rights example, and I'm pulling every column and bringing the name of that column. So here I'm going to make this a slicer because I'm going to tell Power BI exactly what I want it to change by. And then in the report itself, you see here we have quantity as our value. We're not going to change that in this example. But for the x-axis, we have this set static value of education. So I'm still going to remove that. But instead of selecting another static value from the client table, I'm bringing in my attribute value table or column that I created. And in this, it has every value in that dim client table assigned to every attribute column. So right now it's preloading every value, but let's go back to the example I had before of education. And here we go. Now we have this report. I'm this user that got this report shared to me. I'm in view mode only, so I'm not going to be able to see these fields. And let's say I'm saying, hey, we're in the holiday season. I want to see my quantity sold by holiday type. Let's take a look and see which holiday season is doing best for me. So here I can dynamically change it. As you can see, the x-axis went from education to holiday type. I'll give you another example. Let's say I want to do it by occupation. So my customer's occupation. Again, quantity sold by occupation type. As you can see, it dynamically changes it. Best part about this is, again, because I'm in view mode, I can't save or change the report. So I'm not changing it to the underlying report, but what I'm doing is changing it based on my needs on the shared report. This is great for any business user that wants to change the insight based on maybe an opportunity that just currently happened or an additional insight they may need to make a wise business decision. This is how I implemented this. This is really great. Again, allows a user to on the fly dynamically change the report to their needs. Thank you.